everybody to give George a big round of applause for that introduction. I want to thank all the students for coming out here on a nice summer afternoon. Some of you might be at Capriati's or someplace. Instead, you're here with us. Thank you. Thank you. I'll tell Michelle you said so. And I love you back. Thank you. So I'm here today at UNLV. Home of the Red Rose. To talk about what a lot of you folks are thinking about every day. You know, now keep in mind we're in Vegas, so in Vegas you can bet on just about anything. But what the students here have bet on is themselves. They've bet on themselves. By earning your degree, you've decided to make the best possible investment in your future and in the future of America. And I'm proud of all of you for making that investment, because it's never been more important. You know, in today's economy, the single best predictor of success, by far, is a good education. And the statistics prove it. The unemployment rate for Americans with a college degree or more is about half the national average. Their income, if you're a homeowner, and you live here in this state, your house very well may be underwater, and so it's hard for you to refinance. We did, through an executive order, a plan that allows those of you whose mortgages are guaranteed by FHA to refinance. But we've got to have Congress to take additional steps to reach everybody, to reach even more homeowners. These are folks who are paying their mortgage every month but can't refinance because your home is underwater. And let me tell you, I was up in Reno last month, met a family. They had refinanced through the program that we set up, and they're getting an extra $250,000 a month. And that makes a difference. How many people here could use an extra $250 a month? And that's good for everybody. That's good for everybody's economy. Right? Because if you've got that extra money in your pocket, that might help rebuild some equity in your home, or you might go spend it on textbooks or a new computer, and the entire economy gets stronger. So let's give every responsible family that chance. Here's another thing. Instead of just talking about job creators, Congress should put their money where their mouth is. Give small business owners a tax break for hiring more workers and for paying higher rates. And then, with all the veterans that are coming back from Iraq and Afghanistan, let's make some special efforts there. We should create what we're calling a Veterans Jobs Corps, because no one who fights for this country should ever have to fight for a job when they come home. Right now, Congress needs to extend the tax credits for clean energy manufacturers. Those tax credits are set to expire at the end of the year. Nearly 40,000 good jobs are at stake, making solar panels and wind turbines, lowering our dependence on foreign oil. So instead of giving tax breaks, billions of tax breaks, to oil companies that are making a whole lot of money and don't need help, let's double down on a clean energy industry that's rarely been more promising. And you're seeing it right here in Nevada. There's a lot of sunshine out here. We can turn that into electricity and put people back to work in the process. And while we're at it, it's past time for Congress. Stop giving tax breaks that ship jobs overseas, give tax breaks to companies that are bringing jobs back to the United States of America, that are investing right here. These are all things we're pushing Congress to do before they go on vacation. But the number one thing Congress should do for you, UNLV, right now, is to stop interest rates on student loans from doubling again. The clock is running out. You know, in today's economy, higher education can't be a luxury. It's an economic necessity. Everybody should be able to afford it. But over the last 20 years, the cost of college has more than doubled. It's gone up faster than everything else, even faster than healthcare costs. We're at a point where the average student who borrows to pay for college graduates with $26,000 in student loan debt. And let's face it, some folks graduate with more than that. 50, 75, even 100. Together, Americans owe more on their student loans than they do on their credit cards. And all that debt, that means folks making really tough choices. It may mean waiting longer to buy a house, or starting a family, or taking that job that you really want because it doesn't pay enough. And by the way, Michelle and I know something about this. We did not come from wealthy families. We graduated from college and law school, and we had a whole lot of debt. And when we got married, we got poorer together. We sort of added our liabilities together. Of course, look, we were lucky enough to land good jobs. But even with those great jobs that we had, we only finished paying off our student loans about 8 years ago. Now think about that. I'm the President of the United States. It was only about 8 years ago that I finished paying off my student loans. So I know what a lot of you are going through. I've been there. I have done that. You know, when the girls were first born, and we were starting to save up for their college education, we were still paying for our own college educations. And we can do better than that. I don't want that future for young people. So that's why my administration has already taken a bunch of steps. We fixed a broken student loan system that was giving tens of billions of dollars to big banks and said, let's give that money directly to students, use that money to afford